time to react. It's time to react. It's time to react. Hey, man. It's your boy Long Beach Joe. I'm back. It's time to react. Listen, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hit that notification bell so when I post content, you'll be in the know. Also, check out the link tree in the description. It has links to all of my social media, other YouTube channels I have. Get involved with those as well. And hit those comments, man. Let me know where y'all from. You know, I got people watching me different places and different spaces, and I appreciate all of y'all. So now it's time to get into it. Listen, we got Kai, man. Kai Cenat. Apparently, he's caused a riot in New York. So we're going to watch, you know, this report here and see what's up. Sit down with your favorite beverage. Sit down with your favorite snack. It's your boy Long Beach Joe. It's time to react. Let's get to the content.
Stand by, Manny, because we want to bring in Marsha Kramer once again. She's hearing from her sources down at NYPD and also City Hall. Marsha, what's your update?
Well, what I'm hearing now is that there was no permit for this.
Whoa.
So that could raise another whole issue in terms of whether Kai Cenat is going to be charged with inciting a riot or something else. Manny, I'm wondering what your take is now on this, the fact that we've now learned exclusively that he didn't have a permit for this, and what will the police do in terms of taking action against him, and could he be liable for any of the damage?
I would suggest the answer, Marsha, is yes. If he didn't have a permit for this, and this happened, there is significant property damage.
Oh,
I'm sure
man.
There's some personal injury damage, and he himself apparently stepped out of or was speaking to the people.
Oh,
It's
that's
still
Phantom.
unknown what he was saying, whether he was trying to pacify the crowds or whether he was inciting the crowds. That will have something to do with it as well. But the fact that he did not have a permit, he's given away 200 PlayStations.
Oh.
So obviously he expected at least 200 people there.
Yo, listen. I love Kai. I mean, he's literally the biggest streamer in the world right now. I think it sucks to see this, and I hope that he doesn't get any kind of criminal charges or, you know, has to do any time behind this. I pray that that does not happen, because I think when Kai did this, you know, everything that I've seen from him, this dude really does have a heart of gold. Like, he's really a good person, right? And I mean, you just heard the dude. He wanted to give away 200 PlayStations. I think he was going to give away some games as well. He really just wants to give back to the people that support him. I love that. But that's Kai. We all know that. He has a good heart. He wants to help people. He wants to get involved. He wants to touch the people that, you know, support him. I mean, Phantom's in there too. Phantom the same way, right? But Kai, at some point, bruh, he has to realize that he's a gigantic streamer, bro. He is that guy. He is the biggest streamer right now that there is. Real talk. Look at the numbers. Look at all. Like, he's that guy, right? So when you that guy, there's a certain way that you gotta move, bro. There's a certain way that you gotta move, and you cannot move like this. You can't, right? When you're that big, like, bro, where's his team? Like, I know he got a team, bro. Where's the team to sit him down and be like, yo, you can't go to New York. He's from New York. You know what I'm saying? I know he loves New York. Phantom clearly loves New York as well. You can't go home like that and go out there and have this meetup and try to give these stuff away and think that stuff is just going to go well. No, you got people out there that are rabid fans, you know, that love you, that want to see you, that's going to cause this kind of stuff. He's got that kind of pull. And I know some older people may not understand this, but this generation, streaming and stuff like that, that's huge. That's kind of their celebrities. Streamers are pushing to be like those people that you see on TV. You know, the internet is TV. Real talk. Like, a lot of people don't understand that either, especially a lot of older people don't understand that. So Kai's level of celebrity, it's like, bro, you got to move differently. You got to move differently. And to not have a permit, bruh, again, man, I love Kai. I think he's a great person, but that's irresponsible. It's irresponsible because you're setting up a situation where, again, all these people out here, if somebody, and I don't know if they have the numbers out yet of if anybody got hurt or anything. You know, they're talking about the damage that's been done to the joint. like all of that is going to fall upon you. All of it. Any damage, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of damage just looking at all these people out here. They're trying to get away. They're trying to back the truck up. They can't even get out of there. Phantom hanging out the sunroof. They could look at all of that. The law could look at all of that as you inciting this, especially with Phantom hanging out the sunroof. They can look and be like, oh yeah, depending on what they were saying to the crowd, I'm pretty sure that Phantom was trying to, smooth things out and, have everybody kind of calm down and be cool. But they could try to use that against you and put you in a situation, especially because you don't have a permit. The first thing they're going to try to do is hit Kai pockets. That's a fact. Anything that was done out there, if there was a piece of garbage on the ground, you about to get taxed for it. And I hope he doesn't. But I can see it happening that way in New York. And again, I hope he doesn't face any criminal charges. I know they spoke about as well that he, has been detained, and he's dealing with the police right now. I hope he don't catch no crazy charges. But this is crazy. Kai has got to move differently, bruh. And it's such a beautiful thing that he was trying to do as well. He's just trying to give away some PlayStations and touch the people. But, bro, you can't do that. Not when you're as big as he is. You can't do that. And if you do it, it has to be way more controlled than this. Way more controlled.
He expected at least 200 people there. Common sense dictates that there would be more than 200 people there. Yeah. And thus,
look at that. That was Chris right there. I think that's Chris next door right there. That's crazy. They all out. Look at them. They just out there touching the people, shaking hands. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, I think he might have had, it looks like he at least had a piece of AMP or, a couple guys from AMP. We seen Phantom. We seen Chris. Maybe Agent and Duke is out there too. Like, bro, they just want to touch the people. That's what they about. But you got to move differently, man. When you as big as AMP is as a whole, even some of the members, Agent, Duke, if they were out there, but Chris especially, Kai, Phantom, you cannot move like that, bro. You just can't.
Common sense dictates that there would be more than 200 people there, and thus you needed a permit. And he didn't.
Dang, look at all these.
He didn't have a permit.
And they got all these young kids out there too. Real young kids, man. That's their fans, bro. That's their fan base. Younger people out there, they on top of the square. They on top of the subway thing over there. They on top of buildings. Look at all them people on top of the buildings. Kai, bring them out, man. AMP, bring them out. Real talk.
Didn't, as you said, he didn't have a permit, and thus there's a liability issue as well as a criminality issue in that now all of this hot mess happened, and you didn't notify the proper authorities.
Could he face criminal charges, Manny?
It might be, and I think he may, and it all depends on what what he was saying when he was speaking to the crowd. Was he telling them to be peaceful and disperse, or was he saying, other things that may have caused them to act more aggressively? And I think that once and it will be discerned, because as we speak, I'm sure the intelligence division of the NYPD is checking on any and all social media and resources that they have at their disposal.
I'm pretty sure that they was out there trying to diffuse the crowd, but things just got out of hand real quick. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Because, of course, Kai, Phantom, it looked like Chris was out there. They don't want nobody to get hurt. They don't want any of the, especially the people that support them, their fans. They don't want those people to be put in harm's way. They want everything to be safe. But in that line of thinking, there's another process that they should have utilized. There's other tools that they should have utilized. They should have had permits. They should have had things, blocked off. They should have had certain things in place so that this wouldn't have happened, But I'm very sure that they were not out there trying to incite this and telling everybody to turn up and tear things down. No. That's just not how they move. I'm pretty sure that that's not what they was doing. That's not how they move, man.
And resources that they have at their disposal to see exactly what he was saying and doing when he was talking to the crowd. So it depends on that. But at the very minimum,
get out of there.
He might get a citation or some sort of other administrative violation for not, not requesting a permit and not obtaining a permit.
Yeah.
But what about the possibility of being charged with inciting a riot?
Well, again, I think that's going to depend on what he was saying and what he was saying on social media, what he was saying when he was on the scene, and what his behavior was throughout this.
Look at Phantom just hanging out the roof, man. Like I said, just touching the people. Just touching the people. You can tell they from there. That's where they at, man. They from New York. So they just out there touching the people. And it's beautiful that they have the hearts of the people like that. You know what I'm saying? The youngsters coming out, want to meet them, want to touch them. You know, they want to talk to them. They just want to say what's up, you know, and reach out. But again, you know, just because you mean well, sometimes you got to do the work, and you still got to go through processes. And like that man just said, there could be a citation. Again, I think that's going to come with a fine too, especially for whatever damages was caused out there. Again, they haven't, at least to my knowledge, they haven't come out with anything talking about if there were any injuries or if there were injuries to anybody else. And I hope that there wasn't. I pray that there wasn't. But there definitely were talking about damage that's happened there. So there was some type of damage, and there was a lot of things being thrown and stuff like that. So they definitely going to tax him for that for sure. I think he will absolutely get a fine, especially due to the fact that there was no permit. So, man, this is crazy.
Throughout this marketing for this event and during the event and post the event, because once he, wherever he's at now, it depends on what he says, posts, things of this nature, how he reacts to this.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be dicey, also given the fact that the Manhattan DA's office is very, very big on First Amendment and all these other things. It's a different administration, Marsha, as you well know. So,
all right.
It depends on that as well.
Okay, Manny, thanks for the insight.
Thank you.
We are going to continue to follow his progress, Kai Cenat, because he is being questioned by the police as we speak. So they have a ton of questions for him, as you can imagine.
Wow. Okay. Well, he's definitely, gonna talk to them, gonna talk to the police for sure. He's gonna be talking to them folks, of course. Listen, I hope this turns out for the best for Kai. Again, I don't want to see Kai do no time behind this or nothing like that. And I pray that he doesn't. But I definitely see fines and citations and stuff like that coming. Their heart was in the right place. They want to touch the people. Him, Chris. Looked like Phantom was out there. I don't know if anybody else was out there. I didn't see any other AMP members there, at least ones that I could recognize from all those bodies that was there in the crowd. But, man, Kai's just got to move a little bit differently, man. He's got to move differently. Got to go through the proper channels to get stuff like this done. Permits, all that stuff could have been attained, and then they could have been able to, run this the right way. Keep everything clean, keep everything nice, make sure everybody's out there safe, the meat is safe, but it just sucks. So we'll see what happens as continue to go forward. I hope that Kai and hope everything turns out all right. But I see that fine and all that stuff coming. So comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. How do you folks feel about this situation? What are your thoughts about all this happening, man? Do you think that Kai will do any real jail time behind this? Do you think that he'll be fined? What do you think the outcome will be? Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. You folks have a good one. It's your boy Long Beach Joe. I'm out.